Come on in to Sister's Tarot. Gather round, everyone. I have here my trusty magic 8-ball. Let's take a look inside, see what it has to show us today. Hello Capricorn, this is a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and North Node in Capricorn. Take what resonates and leave out the rest. If you don't resonate with the reading, feel free to check out my other videos. You may have some messages there. Now without further ado, let's start the reading. Okay, we're going to get started now. And in case you're wondering, because you're probably not used to seeing readers, tarot readers read the North Node, I was guided to read on the North Node. So make sure that I listen to my intuition with things like that. And we tend to underestimate our North Node anyway, because that is our true destiny. So that's why I'm reading for the North Node as well. I hope everything's been going well for you. And for those of you that celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a great Christmas and that your week's going good so far. Everything is well for you. Too many. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the World. And at the bottom of the deck we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, we're going to start here at the 7 of Pentacles. I'm getting, especially with this look on her face, you've been quite disappointed that your investments have not been bearing any fruit yet, so to speak. And you're starting to feel like your hard work is not going to pay off because you're still waiting on your crops to come in. And I'm picking up, you need to stop just watching it grow. Let go and stop watching it grow. Because you don't, whenever you plant a flower, you don't just sit there and watch it constantly grow. You just know it's going to grow. So just let it go and just let it flow. That's what I'm picking up. And then we have the 3 of Swords. So I'm not picking this up in a relationship. I'm picking up this from what I'm picking up here. You've been quite heartbroken and disappointed because things aren't working out in your favor. And I'm also getting chaos mixed up in this. So you might have gotten all in your emotions and even got angry because things have not been working out for you in the way that you hoped that they would. And that your endeavors or your business or project or work or whatever you've been working on has not been paying off. And you're feeling depleted is what I'm feeling. Especially when you have the 4 of Swords over here to follow. So it is time to take time to reflect on the situation. And take a rest period. So that way you can regain yourself and possibly even need to re-strategize and see maybe you need to go back to the drawing board for things to start picking up for you again. I'm also picking up with all these colors here, working on your chakras. So far, this is the last earth signs that I'm doing, obviously. So all of them I picked up. You need to work on your chakras. So it's very important that you work on your chakras, because I'm picking that up again. So if you don't know anything about chakras, there are books on chakras that you can learn more about that. And it'll help you balance yourself out, and possibly the blockages that's why things aren't going the way you hope is due to blockages within you. So working on finding out more about your chakras if you don't know anything about that, so you can unblock the right chakras there. Even if you don't normally, I'm picking up, entertain those sort of things. Don't just be quick to write it off. There is an imbalance within you is what I'm picking up on a spiritual level. And another reason why you're feeling depleted. And by doing this advice and guidance, this will bring you to a new with the world, and you'll feel refreshed and ready to take the world by storm again. And that you need to start focusing, like with this 5 of Cups, on what did not work out in your past, because you still have 2 cups remaining. And stop putting yourself on a time clock. Things do not have to happen at a specific time, at a specific way, in a specific way, or things like that. Let go of the outcome and the timing of things. Things work out the way that they're supposed to, at the right time, when they're supposed to, when in divine timing. So just because things did not work out in your past doesn't mean that this new endeavor that you've been working on is going to also end up that way as well. You just need to go back to the drawing board and re-strategize and figure out what you need to fix to make it go again. But also, what I'm picking up with the chakras, you might be attracting more what you don't want because there's an imbalance and a blockage in your chakras, because energy is in everything. And if you are not in the right place energetically, you're going to attract what you don't want on an energetic level, and repel the things that you do want on an energetic level by pushing it away energetically. So I'm picking up that you might need to learn more about spirituality, and that will help you as well. So I'm feeling guided to also speak up on getting a shadow work journal workbook that will also help you, as well as learning more about chakras. And find some kind of spiritual practice. Spiritual, not religious, spiritual. So you can get more on a spiritual level is what I'm picking up. So whether you believe in God or not, or some kind of spirituality, get on the right guidance and where you need to go with things, so that way you can renew yourself again and come more into this world card here, and things coming full circle the way that you want to as well. Again, I'm going to see what I'm getting overall before I move on to the oracle. I'm also picking up something about this wall here and how bare this wall looks. Maybe you need to, what would also help if you make your surroundings in your home, whether it's just one room, take on another project to get your mind off this for a bit and redecorate your surroundings by having something to get not only your mind off of this and give you something else to do. Find some way of doing something to make your surroundings have more color to it, is what I'm picking up, and not so plain. Even if it's just something simple, it doesn't have to be something on a grand scale, especially if you don't have a lot of money to work with or something. Just whatever to make your surrounding look better, to help you feel better. Because like art of some sort, or something that to help your surroundings, help you feel more at ease and at home, is what I'm picking up. So maybe your surroundings too bare, and you need to have more scenery for yourself to look at. And by doing that will also help you tap more into your creativity by finding things how you can create a better surrounding. And by doing that can also help you have more of a refreshed mind and mindset that can help you with your new project, or that you've been trying to get going somewhere, because then you'll have a fresh new start and insight and more of a creative, new and creative mindset, because you have something to help you do so. Or take some kind of art form or project that can help you tap more into creativity again, so that way it can help you see things on a different, on a more different scale. So if you're not normally creative, maybe that's something you should take up, as some kind of creative endeavor, so it can help you tap more into that and not just in practicality. So that way it can help you transform this project and get it off the ground again. So you can come from a more creative place and come up with more creative ideas to get things booming again. Or to begin with, if it hasn't even taken off the way you need to. That's all I'm getting from the tarot part, so I'll move on to the oracle now. I'm going to be reading the Moonology Oracle. Yeah, prosperity lies ahead, new moon and Taurus, and that being underneath the Seven of Pentacles. All of this is showing, by doing all of this can help you bring you back to having, it's letting you know that in your future, by doing this, you have prosperity ahead of you. I'm picking up, don't be so bullheaded. Be open to new things and doing things in a brand new way, and that will help open the floodgate back up for prosperity to come back through again, or to begin with, if you haven't had it in a while. And to keep more of an open mind, so don't be so narrow-minded if you've been narrow-minded, because you can't get something off the ground by doing the same things over and over again. If you want change, you have to make the change and be the change. Then we have your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn, which is also your energy. So see, despite what that cynical feeling of feeling like your hard work isn't going to pay off, this says otherwise. So take the advice. This is obviously, it's your free will to take the advice. But if you decide to take this advice, this is what's going to help you bring in that prosperity and for your hard work to pay off. It's just in your head, not meaning that in a negative way, that it's just in your head that it's not going to work out. It's just, stop trying to convince yourself, because whether you know it or not, you're teaching your subconscious part of your mind, I don't deserve this and this isn't going to happen. If you keep telling yourself that, that's going to be your reality. So you need to flip things and tell yourself it will pay off. Things will get better because I deserve better. Say things like that to yourself. Keep saying that and apply it in your everyday life as you're doing things, and you'll start feeding your subconscious mind positive thoughts and energy, so you can have more of what you deserve coming in and not what you don't want. We have, you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. So see, you're much closer than you think you are. Back up off of it. Maybe you're just too close to the situation, like way up in it, that you can't see the bigger picture. You're much closer to achieving this goal than you may realize. So taking a break, stepping back away from it. Do something different. Do something completely different than what you're doing. Not neglect it. Just put it to the side. Do something different, something creative, and some kind of project, hobby, or whatever that you enjoy or would enjoy. Something different you've never done before. So you can come back with a fresh start. And then when you come back, you can start seeing, oh, this is what I could do to make this work. And then you'll start seeing things come and flow in, and you'll see, oh, I was much closer to my goal than I thought, because all I needed to do was make this change and this change, bring it together, and boom, things can start working out. Things like that can just really, it's just sometimes you just need to take a back step and away from a situation, so you can come back with a fresh insight on the situation. You might not have been able to see it before because you were so involved in it and watching the crop grow that you could not see the trees for the forest, so to speak. So take a step back, get away from it for a bit, take a rest period, reflect, do meditation if you need to, and if you don't normally, it would be a good idea to do so, and do inner reflection. And do something creative, because I'm also picking up more creativity with this hummingbird and this fairy here. So take up a creative endeavor or a hobby, whether it's, again, redecorating or decorating your environment that you live in, or some kind of creative hobby or endeavor, and it'll help you give a fresh new creative insight and help you to see things from a different perspective, so you can come back in the project with a brand new mindset, so you can see where you need to make those changes from a creative standpoint. Because everything is not just about practicality. You also need to have that creative side. Have the balance of the practical and creative side come together and play together, and it'll really bring things together in the way it should, and just connect. Like the missing puzzle piece might be the lack of creativity. So find something that will help you tap more into your creativity. Stay in my hand. See, I'm also getting something intuitive from that too. You're just trying to force things to fit. So also stop doing that, or it's just going to slip right through your fingers. You just need a fresh new start, fresh new beginning. And in order to do this is to back off and do something creative and put this to the side just for now, long enough to get away from it a bit, so you can have a brand new outlook on it again. And then surrender to the divine, full moon. So surrender the outcome, whether you're surrendered to God or the universe, what have you. Surrender it and just release that negative pull of trying to make things work, because your hard work will pay off. Because all of this is just showing all of that. It's going to come together. You just have to step back away from it for a bit, so you can come back with a fresh mindset and see things from a brand new perspective. Then at the bottom of the deck we have what do you need to release? Waxing moon. So see, that just shows even more. There is something to release. You need to release this negative energy you have of trying to make things fit. Like you can't, like those little toys for kids that you, with the little shapes, you can't make a square go into a triangle. So I mean, I'm not saying that you're doing something like that, but I mean, if you're trying to make something work to so much in your favor and just trying to force it like in that way, it's not going to work. But if you come back from a new perspective, having a creative insight, and come back to the project, you're like, oh, the reason why this didn't work, because this didn't fit there. I need to find a different piece to fit in this little slot here, so to speak, metaphorically speaking, to make it work, because this was not working because it wasn't the right tool or the right fit in some way. So you need to, it'll help you see where the missing piece was, so you can put it together properly to start bringing in that prosperity for your hard work to pay off. And you'll start seeing that you are much closer to your goal. You just had to do things from a different perspective. Go back to the drawing board, so to speak. So that being said, I'm going to see if there's anything overall before I close out the reading. I'm also picking up that it's okay to take a rest period. I'm picking up, especially with this being Capricorn reading, more times than not, you could be prone to being a workaholic, possibly. And not meaning that in a stereotypical way either. because I'm just feeling guided. I need to say it this way because somebody needs to hear this, especially with the bull-headed that I was picking up. There's nothing wrong with taking a break. Even if you love working, take a break, because if you want things to, you don't want your hard work to be in vain, obviously. So take the break that's needed and reflect and do something different. Like, put that to the side and just do a hobby or a project. Relax. Something that will relax you. So that way you can come back with that fresh new beginning. So it's okay to let go of the work for a bit, so you can get things flowing again, so you won't feel like this 5 of Cups energy as well, or this 3 of Swords. You really want things to work out. This would, again, it's your free will to take the advice, but if you're willing to take the advice, it will all work out in your favor better, to work with the flow rather than against it, because it's just gonna crash. So let it go for a bit and then come back with a fresh start. You just need to go back to the drawing board. But first, doing a creative endeavor, a hobby, whatever, something that you've never done before, though, is what I'm picking up. So that way it gives you a brand new open mindset to see things from a whole different scenario, a different perspective. So that way you're not putting in the same ingredient when you might need a new ingredient in this creative, this endeavor, not creative, but in this endeavor or work project. I'm also picking up with this cat here. Someone might have a cat or thinking about getting a cat. And if so, this might be a good idea, because they'll get your mind off of this and to take time to nurture a cat or a pet of some sort, and to get out in nature more is what I'm also picking up. Possibly even taking out reading to relax. And I might also give you some kind of a book that you read might give you a different insight as well. There might be something in that book that might help all of a sudden, and have that epiphany moment to help you, this is what I need to do. It's something as simple as that. But with that being said, that's all I'm getting from the reading. I hope this resonated and this helped bring you some form of clarity. And be sure to turn on the notification bell so you know each time I upload a new video. And until next time, God bless.